Okay, welcome back everyone to some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I've taken a pretty long break since recording. I used up all my backlog. And there's been a couple of reasons why, but I was gonna record earlier today and upload this like really early, but yeah, something happened today. It's pretty brutal, and unfortunately, like I have to record now a bit later. So I don't know. I can't really say sorry because like I don't know. It's pretty bad. So where are we? Have we gone to vaults yet? Have we even seen vaults? Yes, we have. Okay, we gotta go to vaults. So, yeah, so my family has like this, our grandma passed away. Oh, my grandma on my mother's side passed away like, several years ago. Um, and her apartment's been kept by us, ever since. Hasn't been rented out. And, yeah, we went there today to like, go clean up and stuff. And, yeah, it was broken into. So, it was pretty like, it's pretty weird. Like someone smashed the window and, either lived in there or stole stuff, or we aren't quite sure, or like realized there was nothing valuable in there and then like left. But yeah, we weren't exactly sure how long it was, but it was like a couple of months ago. But yeah, basically like I've been like talking to people the whole day and like all that crap, and like the problem is like last night was also like really bad because like I went drinking with some friends, I guess. And this is like the first time I've ever been drinking with them, and one of them turned out to be like super aggro, or like one of those guys that are like looking to start a fight when they drink. So we almost got into like a fucking drunk fight, and that was really bad. So yeah, I've just been having a real shit day, real shit couple of days. So unfortunately, like I don't know, I'm like pretty pissed off at myself, really. Been a lot of situations here where like I feel like I should have done something, but I didn't, and I feel really like stupid because like there's things that I should really be doing, but I'm not. Like I should be like standing up to these people. I should be like stopping them from doing stuff. But I don't know. I felt like so helpless in like all these situations, and it was just so shit. I don't know. So I'm just having to work through the stuff. It's got nothing to do with the channel. It's just like me being sad because I'm an idiot. But yeah, like, I don't know. I've always had like this delusion, I guess, that when things got rough, I'd be able to like I'd always be the one to like be at the front of things. You know what I mean? Like take care of all this shit and like step in when there's about to be a fight and like force people off and be the one who like stops things. But then when the reality hit, I just couldn't do shit. Like I mean I was a bit drunk at the time. I wasn't like horribly drunk, but it's pretty bad. I mean like I don't know, like maybe the US and stuff have got the legal drinking age right at 21, because this is kind of fucked up. Though I guess at this stage a lot of us are like, well, I'm personally not 21. I'm younger than 21, so yeah, like, I mean, I guess it applies to me, but I am pretty controlled, I guess, when it comes to being drunk, when it comes to alcohol, I guess. I'm like very reserved because I don't like the idea of losing control. Um, it's not like particularly enticing to me, and really, I don't really like the taste of alcohol, but I still drink because, you're with friends, just want to have a good time. But, yeah, things went shit, and then the next day I found out that like the place I'd been raised in pretty much was like fucking ransacked. Wasn't ransacked because like a lot of the stuff was still from like the 90s, but so there's like nothing really of value in there. But because we moved all the jewelry and stuff out when she passed away. But yeah, it's still like a shit feeling because you're just like, is anything really secure anymore? Like I started to question like what's happening, but I don't know. I can't really do much about it. It really does suck. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of like ranting because it's still like heavily on my mind because it only happened like maybe 2 hours ago. We finally like finished the whole thing. A forensics lady came over to fingerprint the place, see if there was anything. Doesn't look like it. Like we just got wrecked, and it's no recovering from that. I guess we just gotta move on. So it does suck, but I don't know. It sucks more because of like my notion of like safety has changed, I guess. Not really because we lost anything of particular value. Um, like the place is still there. It's still ours. The door was still locked. They couldn't get the door. They just broke the window. They actually climbed to the second story. It was an apartment flat, and yeah, they climbed to the second story and smashed the window and climbed in. That's pretty ridiculous. Like it was actually quite interesting how they like decided to do things. I don't know, but like there was like an initial panic. I wasn't there at the beginning. Oh, is that a caustic strike? Seriously? In this day and age, a caustic strike? Holy shit! Look at how much damage it's doing. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit! Through my summons, half my health. Not even one turn. What the fuck? That's messed up, man. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm probably just. I was gonna record like a lot today because I'm like free the whole day, but I don't know. I think I'll just record today and then I'll just. I'm just gonna like take it easy today. I guess. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Things don't look right for me anymore. I gotta take a break a little bit. I'll still record tomorrow. It's all good. Holy shit! Why? Oh, it's the vlog, right? True. But yeah, things will have to change obviously for a bit. But there will be no effect on the channel. Don't worry about that. I don't think it has anything to do with the channel. It's completely unrelated, and it's not like my crippling depression has been affecting the channel in the first place because it's like the famous line from Avengers 1. I'm always angry, but in this case, I'm always clinically depressed. It's fine. It's all good. You'll learn to deal with it. Ash and Zara is giving us some stuff. We never pay attention to it. That really does make you question: do we actually want Ash and Zara? But hey, Ash is good. Don't talk shit about Ash. Ah, fuck. Let's just shadow creatures here. If we can get some sick value, we can be happy about it. Alright, the door's open. Alright, we didn't get any packs, but this is probably enough stuff to take care of these enemies, which is nice. I completely forgot what spells we have. I'm just kind of playing based on what keys I'm pressing. Like, the only reason why I remember any of these keys is because I already have them on the correct, like, hotkey. So I'm just pressing buttons. I'm like, I assume that's what's happening. It does save a bit of brain space, I guess. I mean, I haven't played this character for like maybe 2 days, so I mean that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but for someone like me, decently long. Considering like when I'm playing normally, my games take like under a day every time. Like I win like same day if I'm not recording, just because it's like not that hard to do so. But yeah, like when I am recording, it does slow down the pace a lot, so I do sometimes forget my character a little bit. But thankfully, Crawl is very linear with the way like every character is pretty one-dimensional, pretty much. There's nothing really particularly special at this point that I could possibly think about, or would have to think about. Sorry. All right, nice Orb of Destruction. So Orb of Destruction is like kind of unwieldy to use in like corridors and stuff, just because it's so likely to hit a wall. I wonder if Arc Road's actually good. Better than Regen. Possibly. We don't seem to be using the health that much. Oh fuck, that's a lich. Hello. Bye bye. Drain RF plus Dex plus 3. That's a very decent robe. What are these hats? See Invis, we don't need that. Hat. Actually, none of these are useful. Oh wait, these might be. R poise in -2, that's useless. RF but -3, that's useless. Spellforge Servitor actually seems good. And we dropped our Amnesia Scroll. I'm an idiot. Damn it. Okay. We'll go find it afterwards. All good. +0 hat of MRC Invis. Probably none of these are as good as the regular. Oh, we really needed to train some other stuff, didn't we? Whoops. We need to train shields. Focus that. Because we want to get that pretty high up. I think spellcasting can turn off for a bit, and we'll train a bit more armor. Though that does mean we are training absolutely zero magic, and I don't know if that's good. I think I'll train some more conjurations, just because I can. And I think at some point I'll switch and get some, like, the shield, and I'll switch armors and all that stuff, and I'll pick up better spells. I don't think I'll go to Firestorm. I don't think this character can be bothered going to Firestorm. But at the same time, I think that like it's still good for us to pick up like Spellforge Servitor. It's a pretty good spell. I think we'll do that actually now. I think it's probably worthwhile. Just because having an extra summon with us is quite a nice thing to have. So, you know. Let's read this. Get rid of... How much do we need to get rid of? We have 3. So we need to get rid of 5. A level 5 spell. So that's Fireball or Bolt of Magma. Both of them are being used right now. I guess that means that Sticky Flame can go. Yeah, I guess. And that lets us get... Oh wait, no, Spellforge does only 7, right? I thought it was 8 for some reason. That's pretty good. I think we'll actually put it on B rather than F. Actually, no, we'll put it on F. I like it on F. So everything's at 1% right now. So if we uncurse this, uncurse the shield, then everything's at like 1%, but Summon Vine Viper's at 3. Put this on. This is still decent. This is still acceptable. Because we're going to be cursing this on. If we put this on, oh yeah, everything starts getting real poop. Okay, we'll get the shield on, and we'll actually just not leave it. We'll leave it not cursed on for now, because we're going to eventually switch over to the shield, the other shield. Knowing, of course, that like, yeah, actually, if that's the case, we should really hard focus into it. I think we'll just put a little bit more EXP into shields, like 50% of the EXP we're getting. That's pretty decent. I also am questioning whether or not this Troll Leather Armor is actually good. We might be replacing with that shield, with that Robe of Fire Resistance. Just because I don't want to have to deal with the pain of having to switch with RF. And this is only like +0. Actually it's +3 Troll Leather Armor. That's pretty good. Never mind. Wait, let's actually check what that robe was. It's +2 of Drain RF, Dex +3. So Drain doesn't matter at all because it only refers to when you remove it, and we're cursing it on, so it doesn't matter. The Troll Leather Armor is slightly more encumbering, but more armor and regen. That's... I mean, like, previously it was much more important for ourselves to be in melee because we were pretty much guaranteed, given how many enemies we wouldn't be able to run away from. But here, because we have shadow creatures and like Spellforge and stuff, we actually have a decent chance of like not being in melee with a lot of enemies. So really, it doesn't really mean much, I guess. What does this do? Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a very strong Spellforge, which is nice. So the Boggart summon more Boggarts. That's fine. He can still die. You can tell which Boggarts are the ones that are the ones summoning stuff, and the ones that are just summoned. So it's all good. I'm gonna use shadow creatures here, even though I could just fireball. It's more convenient for me to just use my stuff when I have the opportunity rather than like holding on to it. Like in this case here, shadow creatures will make it so that the vampire knight still has a chance of getting killed by this stuff. Okay, apparently not. Okay, well, you're a dick, so how about you eat some summons and also my fists? Christ, this guy is just... Okay, we got him. The Constriction was doing a lot of the damage there, which is good. Which is why I say that melee Naga is actually quite decent. The Constriction is pretty tight. Oh, what the fuck? What is this? Okay, so there's just a bunch of stuff here. Definitely want to just get some more shadow creatures because this is a lot of shadow enemies. Ow. Got hit by that disgusting mited enemy. Okay, just hit the Freezing Wraith, please. Thank you. Alright, just gonna Orb Destruction that guy. Just take him out real quick. Poison Vapor him to just draw his attention. Poison Vapor is being full screen, so it's used now mostly to just kind of like say, hey, wake up, check me out. And then you can just kind of take him out at range. More int, always better. Having more int means that things are going to be less encumbering, which is great. Like, less spell hunger, kind of, which is not that relevant because we have a Staff of Energy. But also, like, less spell failure, slightly higher spell damage. It's just generally the best one. I would consider doing strength if my strength was low, but 11 is okay. 11's like almost good enough to wear Fire Dragon armor, I'm pretty sure. Actually, go check if I can kill this guy. Shadow creatures will take care of him. Yeah, see, so the encumbrance rating, you roughly want to have strength around how much the encumbrance rating was. Fire Dragon one is 11, so you need about 11 strength to get it like decent. I honestly think that like it doesn't matter, but you know, it's still something that happens, like whether or not you ignore it or not. Choosing to ignore it doesn't make you worse. I guarantee you that you're actually better off ignoring a lot of mechanics in this game. Alright, Demon Spawn Fighter of the Sky. Okay, that's not a very good Demon Spawn Fighter. Yeah. How about you piss off, mate? Picking a Skyle in 2017. Lol. It's almost like you thought that your gimmick could actually make it, when it cannot. Haha. Alright, we're getting surrounded a little bit. Thank you, Orange Brain. Jesus Christ. Relax, dude. He went a little bit hardcore over there. We actually have, like, no Ice Blast. I guess I'll pick an Ice Blast up. It's not really that heavy. It only costs... Oh, sorry, it's not like that difficult to hold on to. It's just, like, one item slot. And I'm sure I can get rid of another item slot if I need to. I just need a Royal Jelly right now. See? One more item slot. Fine. Ice Blast is, like, maybe useful for dealing, like, about 10-ish damage. The only two ones that like I really respect for the damage is like Acid and Ice Blast, but even by the second room they're not that good. So, but I still sometimes use them because they're occasionally quite good. Actually, though, now that I think about it, the Ice Blast is the Acid one is actually not that desirable because it's the same range as my Bolt of Magma, and it does significantly less damage. But like I said, the only reason why I'd want it is because it doesn't cost me mana, and that's like pretty much it. If there's an enemy on 1 HP and I have 0 mana, then I'll be happy I had it. But other than that, it's like pretty much a dead items inventory slot. But like then again, most items are actually dead inventory slots if you think about it. You just hold on to it in case, like cancellation. So once you think of it like that, it's not as punishing to hold on to it, I guess. I'm gonna switch to the weapon here just so we can start meleeing with our stuff. Ah, crap. Okay, so we're running a little bit low on allies, but that's okay. I think this is possibly enough to handle the rest. Gonna cast repel missiles here. Just beat the crap out of this guy. Close the door here. Rest up. I don't care if the corpses rot. If they leave skeletons, I can still raise them, so useful. Yay. Okay, let's get some more shadow creatures here. Stand back, just kind of hold dot or S, depending on how you play. I actually used to always use S to like stop, but nowadays I use dot because Cataclysm doesn't let S doesn't accept S as an answer as a substitute for period. It's pretty weird, like because in Cataclysm to when you use S, it refers to smash, which you can use to smash corpses, which is a completely different function to crawl because you never have that. You have butcher instead, and Cataclysm also has butcher, but it's on shift B. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't even know what C's for now that I think about it. Maybe closed door. It's kind of stupid anyway. But whatever. Yeah, basically I used to always use S to like wait a turn, but now I only use full stop pretty much. I don't know why. Like my fingers just kind of got used to it, and honestly, like I don't know, having the S is like kind of inconveniently placed on the keyboard. Doesn't seem like it, but it actually is. Like because you have to like either extend, you have to like, or at least for a caster, I guess. Like my like middle finger right now. I'm looking at my hands. It's really weird. My middle finger is almost always like on the Z key, and like E and stuff is where my yeah now my God, what do I do with my hands? Like I'm literally just looking at my hands and getting confused and kind of scared. This is sad. I regret doing this. But yeah, basically like I have a setup with my hands. I don't know how it looks. Describing it makes it just look weird, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. Oh, please don't. Is that a robe of the Archmage? Yes, it is. Ooh. Questioning whether or not that's actually worthwhile for me to consider. I mean, extra spell power is always nice, but I don't think it's that necessary. It's at least so necessary that I'd give up the regen and stuff for it. Okay. Let's pull this guy upstairs. Shadow creatures and just walk away. We don't have RF. Keep that in mind. so this character is still vulnerable. But because of my Naga stuff, I have a lot of health. 201 is pretty impressive for a mage, or at least a non-deep elf mage. Or for a deep elf mage, like you'd never see 200 health. You'd be lucky to hit like 170. Actually, I don't even know you can hit 170. It's deep elves are pretty squishy, but I'm trying to think now. Maybe I think it's about 200-ish. Maybe by the end of the game, like you might hit about 200, because Spriggans I know will never hit 200 pretty much. Like I'm almost sure of that because there's a lot of enemies here. Let's go ahead and shadow creatures up beforehand. Just engage the fight like this. It's one of the perks of Ashen Zarya. Sometimes you can just make informed decisions, just back off before you even start the fight. It's pretty impressive. Alright, Berserk ally. Pull this guy up rather than waiting a turn. That's a hasted mitred troll. I don't want to fight him, even if he isn't that strong. Anything that's hasted and mitred or basically berserk is not fun. We don't have blink, do we? Shit. Totally forgot about that. I made the decision to pull there based on like me having blink, and then I just completely forgot that was a different character. I don't know, the last Naga mages had blink, I think, or one of them did. But I'm not talking about just like the ones from this series, I'm talking about like all my other Nagas also randomly had blink for some reason. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. Alright, let's just go ahead and mess these guys up. Alright, that's a Death Knight. It's now reflecting damage, so it means that I pretty much don't want to fight it. Then again, I don't really want to fight it anyway, but the summons take care of it. But as you can see, Shadow Creatures are just doing work. It's pretty good. Fireball here is just so juicy. Oh crap, that's pretty bad for us. Not horrible, but it's kind of bad. I'm gonna Fireball right like that because it'll explode and hit the guy out of line of sight. Fireball is really fun for hitting around corners and stuff. You tend to like not really notice it until you see someone else do it and you're like, oh, you can do that? And then you just Fireball your way to victory. Notice how even at this stage, Fireball is still very relevant. This is why I say that, okay, this is probably not a great place to hole up. Yeah, this is not a great place to hole up. I regret my decision. There's so many buckets and shit. Fuck. Okay, we need to, like... Okay, we're not marked anymore, which is good, but this is still pretty scary. I'm gonna start making my way back up. Ah, shit, we got bookended. Okay, our high stealth is making it, like, decent for us to just kind of stay here and things don't really notice. The +7 dagger is pretty decent. As you can see, I can still, like, fight guys, even if they're, like, pretty good. So I think that the shield takes 9, right? Yeah, so I need about 13-ish in my shields before I can put the other large shield on. But as you can see, like, the penalties have gone down significantly already, so it's good. Ow, we got flayed hard. But that's okay. Flay is not death, you just need to be kind of careful. Holy fuck. Okay, we just backed off until the flay disappeared. I am willing to heal out of flay, even though the health will instantly recover. It's not a good idea for you to just pretend that health is still there. The health is gone. Just pretend it's gone. But then if you kill it, you heal a bunch. It'll save you from heartbreak later on, because it is possible for you to like pretend that like I was like, oh, as long as I kill that flayed ghost, my health will return and I'll be fine. But in reality, you should be like aware that while that ghost is alive, you are almost dead. So you don't want to be in that situation, pretty much. Okay, there's a lot of food here. That's great. That's actually really good for us. Like I said, for a mage, food tends to be like just a comfort thing. Like you just have it and you're like, oh great, perfect. Let's go ahead and buy just a whole bunch. Thank you. And you just like have it and you're like, yeah, now I can never starve to death. Now I don't care at all about spell hunger. It's pretty cool. I mean, spell hunger is a limiting mechanic on the mage. Nah, I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, remove food. I'm like, ah, whatever. You remove food, you remove food. Feels like the game's not really the game anymore, but do what you want, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of different because crawl is like the crawl devs are not looking to make this game appeal to the player anymore. Really, they're kind of just doing it as an experiment of their own. Like they don't give a single rat's ass about like how a new player will see things. They'll mostly give a rat's ass about like how they see things. So you tend to get stuff that like gets removed, like food. That's cool, but not mechanically so. And they'll just remove that because they're like, whatever, we don't give a fuck. I mean, we're only coding so that we can play the game, right? There's a problem with open source, I guess, but whatever. It's like, I don't know, there's no marketability in this game, so it doesn't matter if the game is shit, pretty much. Or the game is like, it lacks things that other games would have. Doesn't matter because this game is both free and also not even like, no one pays for that shit. Like, I guess that's why. You could explain it that way. I mean, I don't know. I obviously don't know how they operate because every time I talk to them, they just brush me off. So I wouldn't fucking know. But hey, what would you expect? Anyway, I don't know. Deep pensive moment of reflection there that you didn't really hear because I was just kind of lost in thought for a sec. That's okay. What would Demise be if he were talking all the time? Oh wait, I do that all the time. Never mind. What am I saying? What am I even saying? I don't know. Though you can kind of hear like the silences more strongly, I guess, with this new mic because uh, you can't hear my typing, or at least if you can, it's like not as loud. Oh shit, that's pretty bad. Let's get some allies with us and then just focus the Lich. But Lich, how will you get through the legions of ogres that I employed? That's right, you can't. That guy clearly didn't spec into fighting. That's why he's dead. That's why we're okay. Anyway, like, I don't know. Like, there is unfortunately going to be a lot more dead air on this channel. I try to avoid it. I tried to avoid it when I had the other mic, but when I listen to this mic, I'm just like, can't avoid it. Whatever. I'll let it happen, I guess. I mean, maybe things have been too active, I guess, on this channel. Not in terms of like activity. I mean, like in terms of like when I record. Possibly I'm talking too much, but I don't know. I actually don't know. Like I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing if I talk too much, or if I fill all the space, or if I leave some gaps. Like I don't know which one's better for me. I doubt like any one person on this channel can answer that question, but like it's kind of hard to reach a consensus anyway. When I make decisions for this channel, like in terms of like what I do, how I do things, what I make, all that crap, I tend to do it like with an imaginary audience in mind that I don't really know. So the problem is like sometimes I will, like most of the time, I don't think there's really been that many times where I've like made a misjudgment or a poor judgment on as to like how the channel should be. Like all my projects have been like pretty decent, with the exception of anything not crawl related. Like I know a lot of you guys actually do enjoy me playing not crawl, but unfortunately, like I'm worried that that's like just silent like loud minority syndrome, I guess, where like you guys are saying that you like it, but then the stats don't reflect that at all because at the end of the day, the only people that comment are like the more engaged people, and the less engaged people will make up the majority of the channel anyway. And those guys are the ones that are like actually viewing the videos. Like I'm yet to like actually get a clear reason as to why my videos that aren't crawl get disliked a lot. But I'm just like, nothing you can do about it, I guess. You can't really tell. I'm running out of mana. This is pretty bad. Oh, I've already run out of mana, sorry. Just hoping that red guy, son of a bitch. Alright, let's just teleport, fuck it. Okay, yeah, okay, just put me right back here. That's fine. That's exactly where I want to be. Perfect fireball. Didn't work. Okay. Perfect ice blast. Look at that ice blast. That was pretty sick. That was actually pretty good. That's why you hold the ice blast, just because it's like occasionally useful enough. 0 mana needed to kill like 4 or 5 things in a specific pattern. Whenever that situation comes up, you're like, man, I really wish I had a wand of ice blast, and that's why while I can, I'll just while I'm able to, sorry, I guess makes a bit more sense. While I'm able to, I'll try to hold on to the ice blast wand. If it's not in my inventory, who gives a shit? Like really, just it's fine, whatever. But if I can, I will. Like if it's convenient for me, I will. It's pretty much how crawl works, I guess. If it's convenient, do it. If it's not convenient, I don't know, don't do it. Anyway, this has been about good enough, I guess. I'm gonna head over to depths and I'll just stand out at the entrance and then I'll piss off. So thank you guys for watching. Happy Australia Day, guys. It's actually Australia Day today. Um, and then happy Chinese New Year, I guess. I think it's tomorrow or the day after. I think it's on the Saturday. It's Chinese New Year, but whatever. Who cares? It's all good. Happy holidays. Whatever you decide to uh whatever you decide to celebrate. I don't know. I found that out because of League. They've been doing a promotion for it. But hey, anyway, let's just pretend I'm culturally sensitive. Yay! Hooray! If you have a festival that's on today, or if you have some like event that's on today, let me know. I'll wish you a happy whatever the hell you want. It's all good. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.